Happy New Year.
Yeah.
So you decided to stick around for a while. Can you talk about your decision and what led you to it?
Well, the decision really was pretty easy. The litmus test isn't too hard. When you're happy, you feel challenged. You work with great people, an organization that cares and gives you an opportunity to win. And they're smart, they're bright, they're discerning, they're shrewd. All the superlatives that you could think of are actually embodied here. So. It makes it easy to get up and come to work and to work on helping for me to do my part to help this organization be as good as it could possibly be.
In football terms, we always hear about a three-headed monster: quarterback, running back, wide receiver. Pretty good three-headed monster here with you, Bob and Scott. Fair to say?
More Bob and Scott than me, that's for sure. That was a big part of this. We have a very strong working relationship with both of them, and in particular Scott, who we work very closely on a daily basis. I have a tremendous amount of trust and faith in him, and like I said, he's extremely bright. He cares. He's unbelievably positive. Just easy guy to work for and with, and I feel like we have a pretty good team.
Kent, could you have gone through the year without an extension and still tackle the year with the fervor that you would now that you know that you're here for the next 4 years?
100%. Yeah. I mean that. And no different than you guys. I mean, when you have a job and a responsibility, you want to do it to the best of your ability and perform and work at a level commensurate with the opportunity. So that wouldn't have mattered. But I'm very, very grateful to the organization for putting the trust and faith in us that they have, and trust in the vision that we have. As a group, it's not me, it's a group, and we work collaboratively together, and I'm just glad they see it that way.
Is it easier when you're acting as GM and talking to potential free agents to say to them when they know you're going to be here for the duration, right? I mean, is stability within the organization attractive to people coming on
I think
board?
it's a good question. I think it depends on the individual you're talking to. Some players are more focused on finances, which I understand that, and there's nothing wrong with that. And other players focus on maybe a little bit more of the intangibles coupled with the finances, and want to go to a place where they feel like they can have the most success. Because most players just want to be successful and have longevity in their careers, and some evaluate that better than others.
Why stay with the Ticats?
Why? Oh, if you worked here every day. I could talk for a long time on it, but if you worked here every day, it would be self-evident the answer. The quality of the people here, like anywhere else, it makes the job enjoyable and successful, and gives you a chance for success. And we have quality individuals on both sides of the organization, on the business side, on the football side, and we work very closely together, and we share a common vision and a common culture that I think feeds both sides of the organization for success, and at least gives us a probability for success. Doesn't mean we're always going to win and compete for championships, but it certainly raises the probability scale for us. And that's what makes it, for me, is knowing that we have an opportunity to be successful with quality people and the right people, and smart individuals. It's good working for smart people.
What do you need to do to get us to the top?
I'm sorry?
What do you need to do to get us to the top?
I've got to win more games. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're going to evaluate every single area. First, there's going to be self-evaluation with the coaches and myself in particular. It'll start with me and really understanding where I need to get better and how I can help the people around me get better. My job is to help our coaches and our players grow, and to help our coaches help them to develop their players. So that when we take the field, we play at a higher level, a higher compete level, less mistakes, better execution, all of those things. There's tangible ways that can be evaluated, and then steps that can be implemented to affect those changes in a positive way. So all of that's occurring right now.
Kent, you mentioned the coaches. You've had great stability over the last number of years with that core. Are all those guys under contract to come back?
All but one. Yes.
Can you tell us who?
No, I don't want to do that right now because there's some things in play with respect to maybe an interview. But I could say the coordinators are all back.
Okay.
Yeah, which is huge for us. They're outstanding coaches, and and at least they're all under contract. And very blessed to have them, on our staff. The players respond to them. They know how to coach and how to develop, then how to evaluate, and they're completely unselfish and just want to win. Good group of guys that have quality character through and through.
Given the new stadium and everything, Ken, is it just Bob's and Scott's concern, or is it a big thing to you to get a cup here to play?
Oh, you mean to play a Grey Cup here?
Yeah.
I understand the question, and really my focus is just winning whatever cup is in front of us. That's it. So wherever it is, that's the only goal. Steve, we only have one goal here, and that's to be the best. And we understand individual goals, and we get that. But ultimately, this game comes down to one thing, and that's being champions. And when you're not, you're just one of 8 teams that didn't win it. It doesn't matter how far you advance. So that's our sole focus.
You've had a lot of success here, obviously, in Hamilton. Can you tell us whether you got a raise or not?
Wow, that's a direct question. Yeah.
Hey, you don't have to.
No, I took a pay cut. No, of course. Yeah, listen, I'm not going to talk about the details. I can say this, that Bob and Scott have been unbelievable in this process. Everything that I could have hoped for and wished for, and then some, they provided. And most of that, which speaks to the quality of those individuals, was unsolicited by me, which just tells you, that you wanted and that you appreciated, and that I tried to, return those same sentiments.
Stability with the coaches, but I know a big question at the end of the season last year was the amount of free agents on this team. Now that the holidays are over, February's closely approaching, how are the negotiations with that coming along?
Depends on the guy. It's like you could imagine. It's all over the place. But we have a thorough plan and how we're attacking it and dealing with it, and certainly have what-if scenarios in the event that things don't play out the way that we want them to with a particular player or a group of players, to make sure that we layer in or make sure that we have the ability to fill holes if they are created as a result of free agency. So. We're executing the plan to the best of our ability, and I think it's playing out pretty decently right now.
Can you give us an update on Zach's?
Yeah, I just saw him.
Yeah.
I just saw him downstairs. He's doing great. He's got full range of motion. He's a hard worker. He cares. If there's a higher quality of individual than Zach, I'd like to find him. Our issue is going to be having to dial him back and make sure he doesn't push too hard, because he's going to be itching to get on the field. But it's more important that we have long-term stability with him here, and that we deal with his rehabilitation delicately, but on schedule, and don't push him too hard. It's a long season.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.